to discuss is damp proofing. Okay, so what is this damp proofing? It's application of water resisting treatment or material to the surface of concrete or masonry wall. Okay, so damp proofing is nothing but our intention is to make them waterproof. The concrete surface and masonry wall, the intention is to make them waterproof. The water should not percolate through the concrete surface or through masonry wall. Okay, this is the damp proofing in the definition of your damp proofing. So what causes the damp proofing? The percolation of water. So let us discuss causes of dampness. Okay, what are the causes of your dampness? So first and foremost cause of your dampness is rising of moisture from ground. Okay, so this is the first cause of dampness. Second one is action of rain. If the surface is exposed to rain, then we have action of rain. Okay, rain beating against external wall, condensation. Fourth cause is condensation. Okay, now let us discuss one by one what happens. Okay, so rising of moisture from the ground. So as we know, the ground on which the building is constructed is made of soils. Okay, so we construct our building on the soil, getting my point, which allows the water to pass. Okay, what it does, soil will allow the water to pass. So because we are constructing the building on the ground, so water may percolate through soil, from the soil to the building. Okay, so whatever the material we are using for the foundation, by capillary action they absorb moisture. Okay, thus dampness is observed in the building. Are you getting my point? The dampness is observed in the building. Okay, okay, this is the first point. Now second one is action of rain. Action of rain. if the face of the wall is exposed to heavy shower of rain, they are not suitably protected. Okay, they become the source of entry of dampness in. And similarly, the leaking roof also permit the rainwater to enter your structure. Okay, so if the surface of your wall is exposed to heavy rain, okay, it will it will show up dampness. And also if your roof is if there is a leakage in your roof, then that will also cause the dampness of your structure. Okay. Now the rain beating. Now what is this rain beating? For example, let us say if your balconies in Chajja, they do not have a proper projection. Okay, outward projection with a slope. If they do not provide a proper slope, then what will happen in that situation is the water will accumulate on them, and they will enter the wall through their junction. Okay, if for example if there is any junction over there, then they will enter the wall. Okay, the moisture travel would completely surface the interior decoration of the wall. Okay, so if there is any accumulation of water on your lintel in Chajja, that could enter the internal surface causing the dampness of the wall. Okay, this is one of the cause of dampness. Okay, now condensation. What is this condensation? The when humid air is cold, when the hot air is cooled, then it will form a condensation. Okay, that condensation process, the water droplet will accumulate on the the surface of your wall or floor. Okay, as well as on the ceiling. The moisture obtained by condensation process. Okay, the humid air when cooled forms moisture. Okay, this moisture accumulates on your ceiling, on your floor, on your wall. Okay, causes the dampness. So one more reason of dampness is there is a miscellaneous reason. It's not observed everywhere, but it could be a possibility. Okay, for example, if your structure is situated in such a manner that there is not proper drainage facility. Okay, the drainage of water is not properly maintained, the water accumulation will again cause the dampness in the entire structure. It will enter into the structure, will cause the dampness on your floor as well as on your wall. Okay, so these are the causes of your dampness. Now what happens when there is a dampness? Effect of dampness. What is the effect of dampness? First thing is it causes efflorescence. It causes efflorescence, uh, which by efflorescence there will be disintegration of bricks in longer run. Bricks, stone, tiles, etc. If the efflorescence is found, then by passing of time, it uh, disintegrates bricks, stones, tiles, etc. from the structure. Okay, one by one. So now second effect of your dampness, it softness and crumbling of plaster is observed. Softness and crumbling of plaster is observed. So by softness and crumbling, the unsightly patches are formed on the wall. Now the biggest cause is the electric fittings. Electric fittings are deteriorated. Electric fittings are deteriorated heavily. Okay, because of which there is a probability of short circuiting. So it may also lead to buckling and rotting of timber. It may lead to buckling and rotting of timber, also corrosion of material, growth of termites, breeds mosquitoes, creates unhealthy environment. Living condition. The eighth effect of dampness is flooring gets loosened. Flooring gets loosened because of reduction in the adhesion. Due to percolation of water between them. Okay. So if we use any wall decoratives, they get damaged. Get damaged. So what are the effects of the dampness? First one is efflorescence is observed, which will result in disintegration of your bricks, stones, tiles, etc. Softness and crumbling of plastering. Okay, so the crumbling of plastering is observed, which will cause the unhealthy patches, unsightly patches are formed on the surface. Electric fittings are deteriorated, resulting in short circuiting, may result in short circuiting. Buckling and rotting of timber, if you are using any wooden material or timber, if you are using any timber material, that buckling of the timber and rotting of the timber is observed. Corrosion of material is observed. Growth of termites is observed. Breeding places is for mosquitoes, and it will create an unhealthy living condition. Flooring gets loosened because of reduction in the adhesion property of the adhesion, because of the percolation of water in them. Okay, in the tiles. Mm, Wall decoratives, if you have used any wall decorative, it gets damaged. Okay, so these are the effects of plastering. Now let us discuss what are the methods of damp proofing. Methods of damp proofing. Okay, so first method is membrane damp proofing. First method is membrane damp proofing. This consists of providing layer of membrane of water repellent material between this source of dampness and the part of structure adjacent. Okay, so basically what we will provide is, we will layer of bituminous asphalt, epoxy, polymer, plastic or polythene sheets is used. Okay, so there are certain general principles which are to be followed, to be observed while while damp proofing. Wait a minute, I'll come. So the general principles that are to be observed during the DPC, that is nothing but damp proof concreting. It should cover all the full thickness of wall. Okay, the DPC, damp proof concreting, should cover full thickness of wall. Okay, so second point is the mortar surface which is receiving the damp proofing should be even and leveled and free from projections, so that damp proofing course is not damaged. Okay, the mortar bed which is prepared to receive horizontal damp proofing course should be even and leveled and free from projection, so that damp proof course is not damaged. Getting my point? Third one, at junction and corners of wall, the horizontal DPC should be laid continuous. At junction and corner of the wall, the horizontal DPC should be laid continuous. Okay, at junction and corner of the wall, the horizontal DPC should be laid continuous. Okay, the next point is so for example, so let us say when you want to continue the plastering from horizontal surface to vertical surface, okay, when you want to move your DPC from horizontal to vertical surface, at the junction we have to provide 75 mm uh, concrete fillet. We have to provide concrete fillet here. Okay, before applying the damp proofing we have to provide a concrete fillet. Okay, so when a horizontal DPC is to be continued to a vertical face, a cement concrete fillet should be applied prior to DPC. So these are the things we have to keep in mind while going for the DPC. Okay. Now let us discuss what are the method of damp proofing. So the first method is integral damp proofing. Okay, so method of damp proofing is, first one is integral damp proofing. Okay, so here what we do is we so we add certain waterproofing compounds in the concrete mix. Okay, so while preparing the concrete mix, what we do is we add certain waterproofing concrete compounds in the concrete mix. Okay, that will help us becoming the that will help us help the floors and slab to become impermeable to the water. Okay, so first what we do is, in the cement concrete mix itself, what we do is we add certain waterproofing compound. Okay, so it consists of cement concrete mix plus waterproofing compound. Okay, hello madam, hello, hello, हाँ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಮುಗೀತ್ರಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಹೌದ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಈಗ ಪಿ ಪಿ ಟಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಾಕೋದದೇನ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹಾಂ ಹೌದು ಮೇಡಮ್ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿರಿ ನೀವು ಅವಾಗ ಇಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹಾಂ 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 ಅವ್ರು ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೊರಗೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಹಾಂ So this is called as integral damp proofing, wherein we mix waterproofing agent with the cement concrete itself. Okay, so so the compounds which are used for integral damp proofing are made from chalk, talc. Okay, also compounds like alkaline silicon, alkaline silicon, aluminium, sulfate, and calcium chloride. Okay, so what they do is they react with the uh, concrete to produce waterproofing concrete. Okay, WPC. Okay, so this is the another type of compound such as soap, petroleum oil, fatty acids, stearate of calcium, okay, sodium, ammonia, etc. Okay, now these compound they will act as a water repelling agent. Okay, water repelling agent. Okay, so this is how integral damp proofing is done. Now the next method is surface treatment. Surface treatment. This consists in filling up the pores of the surface subjected to dampness. Okay, so if there is any pore that has to be that is filled. Okay, the use of water repellent metallic soaps such as calcium and aluminum, as we have discussed, and stearate is used in filling the pores which are formed on the surface. Okay, so that the water gets repelled from them. Okay, so surface treatment is to by surface treatment of DPC is done by filling pores which are formed on the surface. And the materials which are used are these material which are water repellent. Water repellent materials are used. Okay, so this is the second method. Now the next process is gunneting. Okay, next process is gunneting. Now this method works on the principle of depositing an impervious layer of rich cement mortar over the surface to be waterproof. Okay, so for example, if you have a surface to be waterproof, what we do is we deposit the impervious layer of rich cement mortar. Okay, now how do we do that? How do we do the deposition on the wall? Is by using a cement gun. A cement gun is used to deposit the impervious layer of rich cement mortar over the surface which is to be waterproof. Now what we need to do is we have to the surface is to be treated, thoroughly cleaned of dirt, dust, grease or loose particle. Getting my point? So for example, if there is a surface wherein we need to apply the waterproofing by this gunniting method, what we have to do is we have to first thoroughly clean the surface for dirt, dust, grease or loose particle, and wet it properly. As we have discussed earlier, we have to wet the water surface properly. Okay. Then what we do after cleaning the surface, cement and sand taken in proportion of 1:3 to 1:4. Okay, 1:3 cement and sand, we take the proportion of 1:3 cement or 1:4 sand. Okay, so then this mixture is fed into the machine. Okay, this mixture is fed into the cement gun. Okay, after feeding the machine, the machine mixture is finally shot on the prepared surface. Okay, under a pressure of 2 to 3 kg per meter square. Okay, with this speed we shoot the mixture on the wall surface. Okay, with high pressure we shoot the mixture on the wall surface. Now the nozzle of the machine should be kept at a distance of 75 to 90 centimeter. Okay, for example, if you want to shoot on any wall, the distance between the wall and the nozzle of the machine should be kept at a distance of 75 to 90 centimeter. Okay. Okay, so these are the methods by which we go for the damp proofing. Okay. Now one more thing we need to understand is painting. Okay, painting is the practice of applying pigment, color or the other medium to a surface. Okay, painting is the practice of applying paint, pigment, color or other medium to a surface. Okay, the medium is commonly applied to the base, okay, with a brush, but other objects also can be used. This is regarding the, so we'll discuss the painting in the next classes. Okay, so